Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. From our previous video, we talked about the resurgence of polio due to vaccine-derived poliovirus. Today, we're delving on recent cases due to wild poliovirus and the ongoing battle to eradicate this disease. Stick around, because there's a lot to unpack. So, the World Health Organization, WHO, has recently released some alarming data about polio, specifically regarding two new cases of wild poliovirus, WPV1, reported in Pakistan in 2024. Let's dive into the details and see what this means for efforts to combat polio. Wild poliovirus, WPV, is a type of poliovirus that occurs naturally and is typically found in areas with inadequate sanitation and low vaccination coverage. On the other hand, Vaccine-Derived poliovirus, VDPV, is a strain of the poliovirus that originates from the oral polio vaccine, OPV. OPV contains weakened live strains of poliovirus which, in rare cases, can mutate and regain the ability to cause paralysis. The main difference between wild poliovirus and vaccine-derived poliovirus lies in their origins. Wild poliovirus occurs naturally in the environment and is the cause of endemic polio, while vaccine-derived poliovirus originates from the oral polio vaccine and can cause outbreaks in communities with low vaccination coverage. Both types of poliovirus pose a risk to public health and require robust vaccination efforts to achieve and maintain eradication. In recent developments regarding wild poliovirus, WPV, two new cases have emerged in Pakistan in 2024. These cases were reported in the Balochistan province, specifically in the Chaman and Dera Bugti districts. Additionally, there has been a notable increase in environmental detections, with 34 positive samples recorded in 2024, following 125 positive samples in the previous year. These findings indicate a concerning spread of WPV1 from its endemic zone in Afghanistan's east region to various regions in Afghanistan and Pakistan, including traditional reservoirs like Karachi, Peshawar, and the Quetta block. Both Afghanistan and Pakistan have shown progress in interrupting the transmission of WPV1, despite facing significant challenges. In Afghanistan, efforts have focused on strengthening vaccination coverage, particularly in endemic zones like the East region. However, the epidemiology reporting in Afghanistan faced setbacks, with testing and reporting suspensions in late January due to concerns about a positive WPV1 sample. Similarly, Pakistan has intensified its vaccination campaigns and outbreak responses, targeting both endemic zones and areas with WPV1 detections. Challenges persist, including the return of undocumented migrants from Pakistan to Afghanistan, which complicates the management of cross-border poliovirus spread. The return of undocumented migrants from Pakistan to Afghanistan has heightened the challenges in polio eradication efforts. With over 600,000 recorded returnees and estimates of up to 1.7 million affected individuals, the scale of displacement increases the risk of cross-border poliovirus transmission. This influx of migrants requires coordinated vaccination efforts at border crossing points and the updating of microplans in both countries to mitigate the spread of the virus within communities. In Mozambique and Malawi, efforts have been made to respond to outbreaks of WPV1. 20 months have elapsed since the last recorded WPV1 case in Mozambique, while more than 2 years have passed since the single WPV1 case reported in Malawi.
The World Health Organization says a case of wild polio has emerged in Africa for the first time in 5 years. The WHO says Malawian health authorities declared an outbreak of wild poliovirus type 1 after a case was detected in the capital. The health authorities said a laboratory test found the strain to be the same as the one circulating in Pakistan. Afghanistan and Pakistan are the only two countries where wild polio is endemic.
Outbreak response assessments conducted in both countries in November 2023 indicate progress, with signs of imported WPV1 transmission halting. Despite these positive developments, complete surveillance data is still pending in Mozambique, and the closure of the outbreak in both countries awaits review by the WHO African Regional Office. To combat the spread of WPV1, intensified vaccination efforts are underway in Afghanistan and Pakistan. Both countries have planned at least 175 million vaccinations between January and June 2024, focusing on improving coverage in endemic zones and responding promptly to WPV1 detections. Afghanistan launches a nationwide polio vaccination campaign to help stop the outbreak to the community.
A 4-day door-to-door anti-polio campaign was kicked off authorities in Taliban-ruled Afghanistan on Monday. In line with the campaign, 10.72 million children under 5 will receive doses of anti-polio vaccines and a supplementary dose of vitamin A that will be provided to children aged 6 months to 5 years. There have been no reported cases of wild poliovirus in Afghanistan for 5 consecutive months, the World Health Organization reported in March. Vaccination campaigns in Afghanistan and Pakistan often face challenges due to conspiracy theories that polio vaccines cause infertility or that vaccinators are spies. Before seizing power in August 2021, the Taliban had banned door-to-door vaccinations in areas they controlled. However, the United Nations has now successfully negotiated with them to resume the vaccination program across the country.
Strategies include enhanced supervision, expanded age inclusion for vaccination, and collaboration with humanitarian partners. Future plans prioritize access improvement, higher quality surveillance, and integrated vaccine delivery, with a keen emphasis on operational coordination and community engagement to achieve and sustain polio eradication goals. In conclusion, the recent cases of WPV1 in Pakistan serve as a sobering reminder of the ongoing threat of polio. Efforts to combat the disease are underway, but challenges persist, particularly in conflict-affected areas and regions with high population mobility. With continued collaboration and vigilance, we can work towards a world free from polio. Before we close, let's listen to Issa, the last known case of wild poliovirus type 1 in Tanzania.
Wakati kwa maelezo ya wazazi wangu, kwa mujibu wa maelezo ya wazazi wangu, nilipopata ugonjwa huu wa polio nilikuwa na miaka 3 na nilikuwa nimetembea vizuri, nikawa nimeenda chooni kujisaidia nikiwa na umri huo. Baba yangu mzazi alimkimbia mama yangu, akawa anahisi labda ni ushirikina, akamwachia mama majukumu peke yake, kwa hiyo mama akashindwa kunisomesha, nikaishia tu darasa la 6 kusoma, lakini nilikuwa na maendeleo mazuri sana shule. Maana mpaka naishia hilo darasa la 6, tangia darasa la kwanza sikuwahi kutoka mtu wa kwanza kuja chini. Nipo strong kweli, lakini huo muda unakuja na muda mwingine tu wenyewe mguu ulopata madhara ukawa unauma tu wenyewe, ila japo sio kwa mara nyingi, lakini inatokeaga hiyo. Sijawahi kwenda kwa ajili ya kutafuta madawa. Ninachofanya na kula tu dawa kwa ajili ya kupunguza hayo maumivu, dawa za kupunguza tu maumivu. Yangekuwa tofauti sana, maana cha kwanza naamini ningeendelea na masomo, na kwenye kusoma mimi naamini kabisa ningefika elimu ya juu sana. Kwa hiyo sidhani kama ningetaabika kwenye maisha haya. Nilioelezea changamoto ambazo mimi napitia, kwa hiyo wasipoenda kupata chanjo watoto wao watapitia changamoto za kwangu mimi za kutokuendelea na shule. Ujumbe wangu mmoja kwa ufupi, mimi na washauri wazazi kuwachanja watoto wao. Huo ndio ujumbe wangu mkubwa sana. Nashauri wazazi wanapopata watoto wao wapeleke wakapate chanjo, ikiwemo chanjo hii ya polio. Afya ndo mtaji wa mwanadamu.
If you found this video informative, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Subscribe to our channel for more updates on polio and ways to make a difference in the world. And don't forget to leave your thoughts and questions in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, remember, knowledge is power in the fight against polio.